Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review on some hair that I ordered off of Aliexpress. Came in this bag here. Has bangs. It's curly unit, kinky curly unit. This is the texture. I'm going to be doing some work to it. This is the inside of the wig. It does have 4 combs. You can see the 3 there, and then it has 1 at the bottom. Of course, I'm going to be removing these here and maybe even the one at the bottom. I don't like that. It pulls out my hair. The lace is a darker color. I can always fix that, but since I'm wearing it in a bang, won't even matter because you're not going to be able to see the lace. The density is 180%, and it's going to give more of a natural look. It is 16 inches. All right, and then they did come FedEx. Didn't take very long, took about 3 business days since purchase order date, and it was here at my door. So stay tuned if you guys would like to see this video. Okay, so now we're going to rinse off the bleach from the wig. This is cold water, like lukewarm, cold kind of. And then we're gonna be using shimmer lights to tone down the brassiness. Make sure you rinse it thoroughly. Cold water should stop the processing, but I still, just to ensure it stops, I use shimmer lights, and it also takes away the brassiness of the dye that it causes. So you rinse it out first, and then you do the shimmer lights right on top of the lace. So now we're going to go in with our shimmer lights, apply directly to the lace. Use a generous amount. kind of rub it through. Really get it in there, work it in there, and then rinse it. Make sure that you guys always co-wash your units. You don't know how many hands have touched it, especially with the pandemic. I was doing this before, but even more so now. And I always wash and rinse my units the same way. Well, as you can see, it has a light tint. It's not overdone. That's how I like it. Unless I have a blonde unit, then I'll probably go a little bit lighter. But again, this is going to be a unit with bangs, so we want a little bit of versatility. So, all right, now once you got that all done, we're going to just towel dry it, and then I'm going to bleach the tips. Okay, so now I'm going to be bleaching the tips. You don't have to make this bleach thick like the other one, and you don't want it watery. You just mix it up. It could be a little looser consistency than the first batch. So I'm just mixing it up so I can get the dye on the tips of the hair. You guys might want to wear gloves. This stuff will burn your hands if it's on there for too long. That's what it looks like. Okay, so now I'm just going to be adding it to the very tips of the hair. Kind of go up just a little ways. Not too bad, not too much. Just a little bit. Make sure it covers all the tips. You can section it off. This wig is 180% density, so you definitely want to section it off just to ensure that it's even consistency throughout the wig. And you'll see me keep rinsing my hand just so I don't burn it or whatever. Make sure it's on there. You don't want to go too slow because you want the wig all the same color. So once I'm done putting it on the tips, I'm going to come back. Okay, so now I'm going to be conditioning this wig. We're going to be using our silicone mix and our Shea Moisture Intense Hydration Conditioner. And we're going to be using a little bit of this. Oh, that's shampoo. I'm going to use the conditioner version. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to wash it with this first. Yeah. I'm gonna wash it with this first. That makes perfect sense, so I'll be right back. So I did go ahead and wash the hair with the Shea Moisture shampoo. And then now, and it's a retention shampoo. And I did go ahead and dye the tips, just the color that I wanted it. So now I'm gonna go in with my silicone mix and we're gonna give this hair a good conditioner, deep conditioning treatment. Now this is kinky texture hair, so it tends to dry fast. With the hair being brand new, it's not very dry, but I still like to use this. You want to treat your units as kind of like your natural hair if you were conditioning your natural hair. So I'm just going to work this through, comb it through, and then I'm going to add the other one with this. So I mix it together, let it sit for about 15 minutes, wash it out, and then I can start styling it. So that's what I'm going to do right here. Just take your time, go through the hair, make sure everything is hydrated. And I air dry everything. Not unless you have a diffuser, you can use that, but I don't feel like doing that. I do have one. So I got some other stuff I can do while I'm waiting for this to dry. And then I'm gonna install it so you guys can see what it looks like. Sure that you get it all in there, a nice generous amount all over the hair down to the ends of the hair. Okay, now we're going to go in with the other one, and then we're going to comb through all of this, guys. So it's pretty self-explanatory. So this is what I'm going in with next, Shea Moisture Intensive Hydration Conditioner. And we're going to go ahead and go in with that. This much to start out with. You want to get it all throughout there. was gonna do the roots too, but I changed my mind because I'm gonna get a different unit that's more blonde. I really like the blonde colors on me. Looks real good. So I'm gonna try something similar but in blonde, like blonde highlights. Right now you're gonna get another nice size amount and get up under here. Get it all throughout your unit. Don't miss a spot. Make sure it's all on there. And then once you get it all throughout the unit, you're definitely gonna want to comb through it. Give it an even coat. My other dimming brush that I usually use is broken. I'm gonna have my husband put it back together. So for now, I'm gonna use this paddle brush, and then I'm gonna use a comb. You could use a wide tooth comb, but the paddle brush just seems to work better, or dimming brush. So you just comb straight through it. Make sure it's hydrated. My little kid. All right. So let's just brush it all through. Get it good. This color is really pretty. It came out really good. I like it. It's like a honey brown, that type of color. And I like it in a high density, especially on curly units, because it sheds a little bit and you don't want it to thin out too bad. So I like to get at least 180%, but sometimes I get 200 or even 250% density. I just like that full look. Alright, so now you guys just want to let this sit for about 15 minutes and then wash it out and it'll be ready to style. Alright guys, so I did go ahead and rinse out the conditioners, and now I'm going to jump straight into styling the unit. So what I'm going to be using, since I don't have a lot of this left, I'm going to be substituting it with a lot of body, the foaming mousse, and then I'm also going to be using the last of my Marc Anthony's Strictly Curls, and then we're going to use a little bit of the Aussie Moist, and of course BioSilk. So while the hair is damp, to seal in the moisture, I'm going to put this much BioSilk, and we're going to put it throughout the entire unit. Rub it together. We're going to get it, work it through there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna carve out our bangs. See how full we want it. Since this is a 13x4 lace front, I don't have a lot of space here at the top, so I'm gonna really push it to its limit. Part out as much as I can, bring it forward. And I'm not gonna be doing a lot of cutting until after it's on my head. You definitely don't wanna cut too much because you can't get that hair back once you cut it. So I want to make sure I frame my face the way that I want it. I love it how the color turned out. It turned out really good. All right, so now that we got our bangs carved out, we're going to go in with product. First being the rest of this stuff. You guys, you need to try it on your curly unit. It's Milk Honey Refine Me Curl Defining Mousse by the same company, Lotta Body. And then they also have the leave-in curl conditioner, but I couldn't find that. They ran out. So when I am able to find that, I'm going to get some more, but this is something that I really like to use on my curly unit. So I'm going to be using the rest of it, whatever I can get out of it, if I can get anything. Just a little bit in there. Okay. Just put that throughout the unit. I love the texture of this hair. Oops. This hair has a beautiful texture. It resembles, you know, natural kinky texture hair. that's just the bottle, you guys. That's it. I think I can get any more out of there. I gotta get some more of that. They sell out fast. I get it from Walmart. Alright, so now we're gonna use this one because we ran out. Just add a little bit more, not too much. I was able to get a lot out of the rest of that. Make sure you get the tips really good. Comb all this through. With our paddle brush. I'm gonna let it naturally dry once I'm done styling it. Turn it to the front. Make sure my part is how I want it. I don't want any traction on the top. Only thing I don't like about this wig is it's a little bit thinner up here. The tracks are kind of thin, so I wish they would have kind of made it a little fuller at the top, but it'll be fuller once it dries, so I can camouflage it a little bit more. Work this through. Okay, brush through it. We're gonna go in with this. Not much left in here, so I'm gonna work my little magic. Alright, got that much out of there. You don't want to add too much product to weigh it down. You definitely want it fluffy, light and fluffy for the style that I'm doing. My head keeps moving, you guys. Like it's annoying me. Okay. Brush through it. Make sure the product is evenly distributed throughout the unit. Such a pretty curl pattern. Okay. Now we're gonna just add just a little bit of the Aussie Moist. Make sure everything stays nice and hydrated. We're not gonna add too much because we do have product in it. Now I don't want to lay the hair down. Get the nape really good. That seems to tangle the most with curly units. Well, any unit really. Right, so now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna be cutting the bangs. Brush that through, you guys. Kind of framing it a little bit, how I want it. Okay. All right. So this is the last part. We're going to be cutting. Let me get my scissors. So the back is fine. I don't want to mess with the back. I'm only going to be focused on the front part, where the bangs are. I'm gonna get it how I want it. It's definitely going to shrink a little bit once it dries. So I'm not going to cut it too short. Just going to cut a little bit, kind of frame. Area, just a little, not too much. And then I cannot wait to put this on, you guys. I wonder how it's gonna look. I think it's gonna look cute. I've never worn like a curly unit with bangs before. We'll see how that turns out. And definitely you're gonna frame it a little bit more once it's actually on, because you know you might want to tweak it a little bit, get it how you want it. I might even cut the top a little bit. So now what we're gonna do, you guys, is let this air dry. And then I'm gonna come back and show you guys the finished look. Okay guys, now I'm gonna be sewing on the elastic band. This is my method of doing it. I do it from the ear tabs. And this is something that I got off Amazon. It's adjustable, I really like this. So you wanna cut it. I did cut a little piece off just to make it more snug. And then You flip it over like this, and then you want to sew it like this. I'm going to show you guys. And I always knot it just to ensure that it doesn't come off. So you want to go through it and then knot it. And I did take that bottom foam out. Just still, please. Gotta just keep the camera still, honey. Just for extra security, I go back the opposite way as well, and I start working my way back just to make sure it doesn't come off. It gives me a nice snug fit, and it is adjustable, so it's great. All right, one more knot. All right, done. Stop filming. Hi guys. Okay, I am back with the install. This is the finished look. It's supposed to be a natural style. Of course, you don't have to keep it like this, but I did have to play around with the curls because this hair gets it's kinky, so you have to keep it hydrated and kind of comb through it. But overall, I like it. I did dye the tips. It came out really, really cute. I will be ordering another similar unit because I can tell that this was not 16 inches, even stretched. It's not. Okay, I know what it looks like, but it's not. So I think I'm gonna go a little bit longer next time. And it's supposed to be 200% density, but it's like 180, which is, I guess it's okay because it is kinky hair. But there's different styles that you can wear. You don't have to wear it like this. You guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something from the video. Make sure that your post notification bells are turned on so that you guys can be notified every time I upload a new video to my channel. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.